Welcome to our weekly maritime vlog. I'm Corey Ransom with International Maritime Security Associates. This week we are talking about IMO 2021 compliance for cybersecurity regulations. Over the past few years, we have been working to provide what we hope is good and educational content across the maritime industry, whether it's cargo lines, cruise lines, large yachts. We've just crossed over 1,000 subscribers. We've done that all organically by word of mouth through other social media. So we just wanted to first say thank you for all of the subscribers, all 1,000 of you on the channel. And please, if you like this content, make sure you share it with your friends. Hit that like button on all of the subjects that you enjoy. And make sure you connect to us through our social media. Reach out, ask us questions. Every so often we do a viewer questions episode, and we really like to hear from people around the world as to what your questions and concerns are with the maritime industry. So today, as we said in the open, we're going to be talking about cybersecurity and are you ready for the IMO 2021 cybersecurity compliance? There's a lot of things that are happening. We've seen, obviously, we've been talking about this a lot on the channel with the delays and the quarantines and the closures and the restrictions around the world, and those are going to be in place due to the COVID-19 for a pretty long time to come, and those are going to be changing on a daily, sometimes weekly, and an hourly basis, and we'll provide you guys updated information on that as we get it. We're going to be diving back into that in the coming weeks, talking about travel restrictions and some of the things that are happening there. But today, we wanted to take time to talk about some of the things that are happening with the IMO 2021 cybersecurity compliance, because those dates for compliance for 2021 have not been changed or moved by the IMO. In fact, most of the meetings that they've held have been held remotely, or they've made changes and cancellations in the schedule. So there's a lot of things that the IMO and the world maritime industry in general will need to get caught up on as we slowly start to get back to work. But we wanted to give you guys an idea and a framework for what the cybersecurity regulations will look like and what we're really here at IMSA calling phase one. As these regulations roll out to flag states and some of the class societies and different regulatory bodies get involved around the world, these regulations, I'm sure, will change and updates as the threats change and update. So a couple of things, and I wrote these down because I didn't want to forget, and we'll have links to all of these in the comments section below. The biggest piece that drives these regulations was put out by the Maritime Safety Committee, or the MSC, in its 98th session back in 2017, in its resolution 428 parenthetical 98. So this was 428 back in 98 at their 98th session. And this is the driving factor behind the cybersecurity regulations that are pushing forward from the IMO. Basically what these regulations say, they're encouraging the flag states to put forward guidance to vessels to have cybersecurity as part of your SMS, or your safety management system. So vessels that have an ISM plan will now, in 2021, need to have cybersecurity mitigation as part of that plan moving forward in 2021. There'll be some differences with individual flag states. So again, make sure you check in with your flag state to see if there's any nuances with your particular flag, or there's regulation with your flag country for cybersecurity. That may differ a little bit from the IMO, and we always expect that. Some flag states push forward exactly the same verbiage as the IMO puts forward, and other flags will make changes to that based on potential threats to their vessels. There's three different documents that the IMO references. One was a cybersecurity document, and it was put together by a number of international organizations, included BIMCO and CLIA, Intercargo, Intertanko. There's a number of organizations that came together that put together what they called guidelines on cybersecurity. It's a great document, and we'll have a link to that below. There's also the International Organization for Standardization, the ISO, along with the International Electrotechnical Commission, or the IEC, put together the ISO IEC 27001 document on cybersecurity standard. So we'll have a link to that document as well. These reference documents are what you want to use when you look at putting your cybersecurity plan together as part of your ISM plan. The last document was put together by an organization in the United States called the National Institutes of Standard and Technology, or NIST. And they came up with what they call the NIST framework for cybersecurity. And this is really the basis of the regulations when you look at the IMO. Really were born out of this particular document, and it's very easy. So there's 5 main parts to this particular document when it comes to cybersecurity mitigation as part of your ISM plan. So we have identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. So those are the basic building blocks of the plan. The documents and the links below will be a help to you when you look at putting your ISM plan together. If you have any questions when it comes to the cybersecurity, the regulatory side, we have here at IMSA a number of shipboard and shoreside cybersecurity related services, whether that's shipboard monitoring, we can bring teams on to your vessel, or a couple of people, depending on the size of the vessel, to take a look at your network or networks, look at those vulnerabilities, and then help you put a plan in place to patch those vulnerabilities, but then also monitor those networks in real time. So if you have any questions, our contact information for IMSA is linked below. And as we get more information and updates and questions from you guys, we're going to continue to talk about this cybersecurity topic here on the vlog in the future. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate all the viewers that we have on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we post new videos. Hit that like button for all the content that you enjoy on this channel. Make sure you connect to us and join the conversation in our social media, detailed in the banner above and also in the comments section below. If you have questions when it comes to maritime security, maritime risk management, or maritime regulatory compliance, don't hesitate to reach out to the experts here at IMSA, because we're always happy to steer you in the right direction.